Hello Disney friends, and welcome to Dole Whip a Day, a place where we talk Disney. But not just anything Disney related. On this channel, we talk about how Disney has been used and can be used as a tool for improving your mental health. Just a disclaimer, this channel is not meant to serve as a substitution for a licensed therapist or a psychiatrist. This channel is just a place to share how Disney has helped me in my own mental health journey and to hope that maybe it can encourage you through some challenges in your life too. So since this is my first video, today I'm going to be sharing the story behind Dole Whip a Day. Why is that this channel's name? Stay tuned and you're going to find out. And if you stick around for the end of this video, we're also going to do a small box lunch haul. So, any of my close friends will tell you that I like to say that Dole Whip saved my life. That seems a little far-fetched and extreme, but hang in there with me. When I was a little kid, my family loved going to Disney World. So we're talking the Disney of the 90s, right? Just close your eyes for a minute and imagine the Disney of the 90s. There was that big, giant 25th anniversary, ridiculous birthday cake castle. So I know everyone thinks it's ridiculous, and I know I just said it was ridiculous, but in reality, I love that birthday cake castle. I think it was because it was the first time I ever saw Cinderella's castle, so I just kind of thought that that's what the castle was supposed to be. And when I went back again, I was like, why isn't that castle a pink birthday cake? So in the 90s, there was also Mickey and Minnie's Luau. Back then, at the Luau at the Polynesian, Mickey and Minnie actually appeared in the Luau, and that was lots of fun. Lots of new attractions were opening. It was a great golden age for Disney. I fell in love with the Disney parks. I remember the summers when I was a little kid, getting off the Jungle Cruise, still in all of the backside of water, and wondering what the point was that I never got in the end. And there in Adventureland was something I had never ever tried before called Dole Whip. I'm just going to take a moment of silence for the Dole Whip. Still with me? Okay, good. So Dole Whip was a treat that, unlike anything I'd ever tasted before. A bite of that stuff could make all of my worries just trickle away. It became my family's staple Disney snack. So we would come home and we would tell people, oh, you have to try this snack if you ever go to Disney World. We would think about that snack on hot summer days, wishing that we had it with us. Whenever we went to Disney, the first thing we would say when we walked in Magic Kingdom was, man, gotta get my Dole Whip. It was the snack that made Disney, Disney. So now, a little bit about how Dole Whip saved my life, like I promised to tell you. For years of my life, I have struggled with an eating disorder. Last year, I came to a place where it was medically critical that I seek help. I just couldn't manage on my own anymore. It was unsafe for me to be trying to recover on my own. So I called the NEDA Helpline. I'm going to insert the number here in this video, so if you're struggling, you also can contact them. And the next thing that I knew, I was going to a treatment center in Chicago. Now, this was a very big step for me because I love my family and I love home. And to leave my home in South Carolina to go all the way to Chicago for who knows how long to seek treatment for something that I wasn't even sure I wanted to let go of, that was terrifying. It was a really dark time. There's no need to share all of the gritty details, but while I was in Chicago in treatment for my eating disorder, I had to be put on a feeding tube. I had to be confined to a wheelchair. I was just not in a good place at all. I was struggling to eat. I was struggling to find a reason to keep on going. After weeks and weeks of being there, I was finally medically stable enough to go on outings that my treatment center took some of the patients on. So we went on these outings to help us kind of adapt to the real world and knowing how to manage our eating disorders once we were released from treatment. If you don't know much about eating disorders, they are very much behavioral disorders. So it's not just about what you're eating, it's not just about your weight, but it's also about how you eat, and it's about the social aspect of food. So one of the things that we would do is on these outings, we would go to restaurants. And it came time for me to go to a restaurant for the first time in goodness knows how long. When I was in the middle of my eating disorder, I did not eat in restaurants. I was very isolated, and if I did eat, it was always alone, by myself, where no one could see me. So going to this restaurant was absolutely terrifying. And I was convinced that I just couldn't do it. I was convinced that my recovery was pointless and that I might as well just give up now. So I go on this outing, really prepared to not eat a thing, and we walk into the restaurant. When I walk into this restaurant, I'm waiting in line to order my food that I'm not thinking that I can eat. And I look to the side, and there is a drink machine and a soft serve machine. And I looked a little bit closer, and closer, and closer. And what do you know? It was serving Dole Whip. Of all things in the world, Dole Whip. Now, if you aren't familiar with Disney Dole Whip, this isn't something that you can just find in your random grocery store. This isn't something that you can just find at McDonald's. Dole Whip is something that I've only ever found in Disney and in Hawaii. It's rare. So when I saw this Dole Whip machine, I was like, okay, this is a sign from God dropping down right in front of my face to tell me that I need to eat something. So I looked over at my dietitian and I kind of shyly asked her, can I get some of that? And she was shocked, y'all. She was like, yeah, you can. So I got my Dole Whip. And I sat down at the table, and I ate that Dole Whip. And when I took that first bite, I closed my eyes. And y'all, suddenly, I was a little 5-year-old kid again. And I was sitting in the Magic Kingdom, the music of Adventureland all around me, my family laughing. And suddenly, I understood that food wasn't just something that was about calories or good or bad or pounds and numbers and all these overwhelming things. I understood that food is about connection and food is about nourishment, and food can connect me to a part of myself that is joyful and that has memories of good times. It can connect me to my family. It can connect me to memories. Food is a good thing. And when I finished that Dole Whip, I asked for seconds, and I ate those too. So that moment really sparked my motivation for recovery. And several months later, I got to come home, and now I have been in pretty solid recovery for about 8 months. So I like to say Dole Whip saved my life. And just as a side note, this past October, I went on a very special trip to Disney to celebrate my recovery. I even got a celebration button. I just wanted to show you right here. My celebration button. Forgive my terrible handwriting. And while I was there on my Disney trip, of course, the first thing that I did was go to the Magic Kingdom and get myself one of these life-saving Dole Whips. So yeah, that's how this channel gets its name. And that's what inspired the content of this channel as well. So if you stuck with me this far, it's now time to do our box lunch haul. So guys, I had never heard of box lunch until a few months ago when one came to our local mall, and I didn't realize that it has like all of the Disney things. It is like Disney paradise for adults. The Disney store is the place where kids go to get their Disney fix. Box lunch is where I could live. So yesterday, after participating in the NEDA walk in South Carolina, which is the National Eating Disorders Association fundraiser, I went to box lunch and I got some goodies. So the first thing that I got, I'm going to show you guys, is this adorable Disney Princess Collection Loungefly change purse with Gus. There's Gus. And then there's this other mouse. Does she have a name? Guys, let me know in the comments if she has a name. It's a little cute mouse. There's the back. I've been needing a change purse for a while. I've started a new cash-based budgeting system, and so I have more physical change than I used to, which I'm actually using to save for Disney. But yeah, so I needed this coin purse. And the other thing that I got is this Cinderella Disney Princess eyeshadow palette. So I think this is my favorite item. I love cosmetics. I'm going to take off the plastic so you guys can see the colors. So here's all the colors. And I'm going to swatch them for you real quick. This color is called Fairy Godmother. The lighting's kind of bad. I'm still learning all of this YouTube stuff. This color is called Gus Gus. This color is Dream Come True. Can you see that at all, guys? Oh. This color is called Dream Come True. I'm going to switch to the other arm. This color is Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. So this is Love. Eligible. Nightingale. Now this color is dark. I probably won't wear it very much because of my pasty white skin. This green color is called Stepsisters, probably because the stepsisters are green with envy. This color is called Be Kind, like in the live-action Cinderella movie. Have courage and be kind. This color is called Pumpkin, and you guys will probably learn along the journey of this channel that I do have a very precious cat who is also a big diva named Pumpkin. This color is called Glass Slippers, and it's just a white shimmery color. And last but not least, there is Midnight. And there's that color. So guys, that is all for today, and if you've made it this far, thank you so much for joining me. I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel. There's going to be content uploaded very often. I haven't decided my exact schedule yet, but I plan on posting at least several times a week. And in the next video, we're going to talk some about different Disney quotes and how Disney quotes can also be recovery quotes. And I'm going to share with you some of my favorite Disney apparel. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you'll join us next time on Dole Whip a Day. And remember, Mickey says recovery is possible.